Hello everyone, my name is TheMadScorpyon and welcome to Destiny 2 The Final Shape. Now, I will of course be doing campaign and I will have reset coverage and I will be covering weapons as I usually would, but I'm actually going to be a little bit more in-depth and try to cover more details than one. But I will, however, do like I usually do, and before getting into the campaign, cover the cosmetics that are new to Eververse. So if you have not seen, they are actually doing a D&D campaign bundle right now, where every class has their own respective armor. Of course, every class has their own unique one, as you can see right here. There is Warlock, that is Mind Flayer, Shadow Cat Hunter, which I forget what it's called, I think it's Displacer Beast, and then we actually have Dragon Titan, which is a weird kind of golden dragon, but it does look draconic nonetheless. However, of course, I will be going into the main items. So, there is going to be, of course, bundles that go throughout, like the D&D set that has an Owlbear Sparrow, if you so care, if it would like to load, but it seems like it's a bit slow today. But, you know, there is going to be bundles for everything, including some stuff out of the store that is going to be a just basic pair together Sparrow, Ship, and Ghost Shell. So if you want to get a full set of variety, there you can go through there. But however, there is of course a new few things. Starting off, we have the Conditional Finality Bungie Foundation look, that if you wish to buy this ornament, it actually does go straight to charity if you wish to buy said ornament. So keep that in mind. And for a finisher on the front page, we have Boot to the Head, which is pretty much just straight up a kick straight to the face, which is going to be a bit funny for very tall enemies. And we also have Big B's Fist, which I guess is like a forced fist or something like that. I forget if this is a reference to anything specific, but you know, it's another new finisher. And so we have, of course, as well, universal ornaments. I will cover the other universal ornaments available to the other three classes, although, actually, no. From the look of it, it's just straight up a Rat King helmet for all three classes. That is quite interesting. And then we have some emotes. Exotic emotes, this one being good computing, which it seems to be missing a desk at current. I can't tell if that's just not loading, but it does seem to be a meme reference in that one. And then we have Incomparological Cat. I guess this is a Star Cat, Schrodinger's cat sort of thing. But cute little Pet the Cat ornament as it just sits there being flashy. SMRT Dance, which is going to be another one of those references that I imagine I won't get because I don't pay attention to that kind of culture. And the D&D inspired Natural 20, where you actually roll a D20, and I think it does have random numbers, although for so far I've only seen out of the trailer 10, 15, and 20. Let's see if there's anything different. Well, it's entirely possible that might all be all it was. And we also have the Ratkin Shell, which is a very interesting look for Rat King based ghost shells. Holy crap. And we see Penumbral Shell, which I think is supposed to be Darkness idea, possibly inspired. And we have the Eye Tyrant Shell, which is more D&D, where your ghost becomes a little beholder, a little creepy. There's actually real-life versions of this if you're interested in acquiring them. And we have the Pack Rat Sparrow, which is a part of the, of course, Rat King set. If it would like to spawn... Seems like it won't, but this is going to be available at the store at all times. And I would go over the rest of the available things here, but one thing that is oddly enough still here is the Winged Wolf Gallahorn Sparrow, or actually Skimmer, that is from last season. It is still here. And then I'm going to skip past most of the basic emotes, blue and purple rarity, as well as ghost projections. However, for Titans, we actually have an ornament for the exotic prismatic class items, which looks interesting to say the least. It definitely looks exotic and nifty. We also have two for the new armor pieces. The one is Momentous Potential, which is a fallen look for hazardous propulsion, which I haven't gotten the original. I haven't experimented with. I'm not gonna lie, it does look pretty solid in comparison. And for Wishful Ignorance, we have Illogical Fallacy, which is a Warlord's Ruin shack style. Holy crap, that looks killer as hell. That's Doomfangs meets Ahamkara and Strand. I'm really liking that. And we also have for Witherhorde, getting into weapon ornaments, Aldravanda, which is struggling to spawn. If I can't get something to spawn, oh, there, nope, there it goes. It actually cut me off. It looks very Season of the Deep, but also still kind of Darkness theme inspired. It looks pretty clean, not gonna lie, although personal preference, I don't know if that beats the Hive one. We also have the Lost Found for the new Kvostov, which I'm happy this exists because the basic ornament for it I just didn't like, so this can look a little bit more tactical and original. So, props for me. For the Still Hunt Exotic Sniper, we have the One Shot, which is... Oh, that's actually really cool. That is an exotic ornament to make it match the original Solar 3.0 armor set from Season of the Haunted. That looks freaking cool. I almost cursed for no reason. We also have the 53rd, which is a Vex-themed Ace of Spades ornament from the Vex Cyber Zone. I forget what it was, but it was the one from Season of Splicer. Man, I did not expect them to go that hard with an ornament. And another Optimized Nobility, which is another Rat King ornament, which just gives it a little gilded look for everything. Now, with that, I will also cover the Bright Dust store. There is some stuff here, but I will cover that in a separate video in the future once I get through a large portion of, you know, other things that are about for the season. But with that, let me check on my other characters to see what we got going on. Straight off the bat with Hunter, just getting a full better look at it, this is the Displacer Beast bundle, which while it doesn't look inherently D&D in its ideas, it still looks very freaking cool. Of course, the weird tentacles is something that people might have to get used to, but still, I am not lying. This might be my favorite of the whole set. It just looks clean and glowy. That's just a good way to get into my head. Clean and glowy. For the Hunters, we have... For Balance of Power, Offensive Realism, which looks very Ahamkara, but also very lava-themed. It might not fit Strand in terms of color scheme, but I don't mind what that's turning out to look like, if I'm honest. We also have, for the exotic class item, Identity Weft, which is very similar to the one that was available for Titans, which, man, that is a big hood. Don't know if I like it in comparison. I think I might like the original, depending on how they look, but of course, looks aren't everything. And we also have Sincerity for Gifted Conviction, which, in comparison, it just seems to be a modern tack look for Gifted Conviction. While the exotic might kind of be crap right now, that does look clean for all things considered. And just checking to make sure... Yeah, the Rat King's crown does look exactly the same on Hunter, so all three classes do have access to the same exact thing. And to Warlocks, check with them. And with Warlocks, we have a full Mind Flayer look, which the head is still a little bit weird, but the whole robe itself looks very, very cool. It looks slightly Spider, but still Mind Flayer at the same time. I am loving the idea of a Void look with this. And moving into the other items, we have for Speaker Sight, Asclepion. I'm not sure if I said that right, but it's a King Caesar old Romany gold look for Speaker Sight, which it does look cool, but I feel like it would have to have a specific idea of what you're going for to look better than the original. And the Truth of Being for the exotic Warlocks, probably the ones that got away with the ornament that looks the best. As much as I think the original does look the same in terms of the Warlock sigil, I think this one blends in a little bit better without being too obviously out there. And for Mateodoxia, we have Anonian Emptiness, which does look quite good. I am liking the idea of that look, but Mateodoxia still might be just utter not so great garbage. As well, for weapon ornaments, I know it doesn't really fit in since it is the rank 100 ornament for Red Death, which is, of course, our Season Pass exotic, but it is a classic style look for Red Death, in case you didn't like the new revamp, so that is there for you as well. Going in as well, there is Tessellation's ornament, which I imagine is going to be earned sometime through the Final Shape campaign, similar to how Quicksilver was working with its exotic, but something to keep an eye out for. But from that point, that is a broad majority of the big ticket items that came to the store. Of course, there is a variety of bundles of sparrows, ghost shells, shaders, and of course templates. If you want to go and look for them yourself, there is of course things in the store. I just wanted to go over some of the main important stuff that I know a lot of people will be looking for and looking forward to seeing the new available items. Now keep in mind, as the season of course unfurls a little bit, as things get unlocked, as things might show, as things develop in the story, more might actually be added to the seasonal offerings, because in the past, a lot of times, after a weapon has been made available, you can actually earn them an ornament. Keep that in mind, but with that, my name is TheMadScorpyon, and welcome to The Final Shape.